What is up, everybody? This is Kyle from the TF Review, here with my first San Diego Comic-Con review. This is of the MattyCollector.com Movie Masters Dark Knight Rises 1.5 pack, I guess. It's really cool. So, let's take a look at this awesome figure with its amazing packaging. So here we have the packaging for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, whatever I just said 2 seconds ago. And it has very nice looking packaging. This is, of course, like a mailer box, kind of. It says right there, Adult Collector. And then on the back, it does have the same thing. And on top, it does say, Warning, Open at Bottom, with the Dark Knight Rises logo. Of course, on the bottom, you do have your typical safety requirements. Mattel, it's got the old school Batman logo right there. So yeah, overall the packaging is really nice. Now, to open Batman up, you just basically want to slide him down. I apologize for my desk getting so dirty. You slide him down, and this top part lifts up, and now it reveals Wayne Manor. Let's put this down there. It reveals Wayne Manor. And of course you can see Bruce Wayne just sitting right there, and up here it's got the sky. It does come with instructions. These of course show you basically how to dress them, and it shows you how the box works. But they're just instructions, you don't really need them. To spin it around, of course you now have a side view of Wayne Manor with the bat signal up top. And of course from the very top you just have some sort of gray looking clouds. And on the back you do get the backyard of Wayne Manor. And again on the side the same thing with the bat signal. So overall the packaging for this is quite nice. Now the real fun comes when you open this up. You now have Bruce Wayne in sort of an Under Armour protective suit, which he wears under his Batman armor, in the typical thin, muscular build DC Universe body. And you do have a likeness of Christian Bale. But the real trick is on this side. And that is the bat suit. And in order to get to the bat suit, you have to push the piano keys, and then you slide it open. And you have all sorts of lights and sounds in the bat suit, and you've got this gorgeous looking vault design. And overall, this is just amazing. Amazing packaging. Definitely for collectors who want to keep this mint in packaging. Fortunately for me, I got to open it up so I can show you guys. But you know what? This just blows me away. And then this sort of very much so does pay homage to the classic Batman. You can see all sorts of goodies. And yeah, that's the packaging for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Batman. Now let's take a look at this figure and see basically how it works. So, here we have the Dark Knight Rises, basically Christian Bale Under Armour. And as you can see, it is basically just a regular thin sculpt. In terms of articulation, he does have a really good amount. His arms move in and out, bend at the upper bicep, bend at the elbow, wrist swivel, ab crunch, but mine is actually kind of tight. The head is on a ball joint, and it does look up and down fairly easily. Waist swivel, legs move in and out, forward and back, bend at the knee, and of course rotate at the calf. So you can see there is really a lot of articulation on this figure. Excuse me, I kind of bumped the camera on the side. In terms of detail, not a lot of detail. Just some gray spots to make it look more detailed. Nothing on the back. And the head sculpt does look very similar to Christian Bale, but it's not, 100% accurate, which is okay because, it's just okay. So yeah, this overall is just average. Now let's take the bat suit and let's put him on him and see how this figure really stands up. Now the bat suit does come with 5 basic pieces. Of course, you have the cowl and the cape, the 2 boots, the belt, and of course the main bodysuit, which is this very kind of latex rubbery material, which is actually fairly highly detailed. Now to put Bruce Wayne into the bat suit, first what you want to do is you want to remove his feet. Sorry, Christian Bale, but I've kind of wanted to do this too for a long time. No, not really. I'm not that sick. You then slide him in. It is a little bit sticky, which kind of sounds wrong, but of course you just have to push, basically. Push. Push. Keep pushing. And then eventually you'll see a peg. Now, eventually you're going to have to pull. And then you want to start by putting the arms into his arm socket holes things. And then now you just got to keep pushing and pulling, basically, until all is right in the world. Okay, so we're almost there. Sorry, Christian Bale, I just ripped your head around. Okay, now the arms are a little bit more difficult than the legs, but not too difficult, as we just got it. There's that. Now, pull this arm through. I feel like I'm playing with little dolls. Alright, and now we have Nubs over here. He is fully in his bat suit. Maybe he could probably be better. Whoa! Not good. Not good at all. Alright, I don't know if you guys saw that, but his thumb was basically caught up in it, and yeah, not good. Next what we want to do is we want to put his feet on. Again, you just slide them in. There we go. And then do the same with this foot. There we go. And we're almost there. Now we take his belt and wrap it around. I apologize for this taking so long. This is actually the first time I've ever done this. Okay, and now I'm not having any problems with this belt so far. Apparently, Pixel Dan, you should watch his reviews, he was having a lot of problems with the belt popping off in the back, but mine's fine. So cool, we've got the belt. Now lastly, all we need is to put the cowl on, and then Bruce Wayne will become Batman. Now this is going to be quite a tight fit. As you can see how small the hole is and how big his head is. Crazy. You're just going to have to stretch it around. For a $30 toy, this isn't exactly what I want to be doing, but this is actually also slightly horrifying. Let me just get close up in his face so you can see just the sheer horrifyingness of it. I mean, honestly, I would never want to see Batman putting his cowl on if it looked like this. Like, I might even have to review it like this with his eyes peeking out. This is really stiff. Okay, wait a second. I think I got it. Alright. And then lastly, you just have to do some adjustments. Make sure his cowl is lined up. Oopsie. Make sure his mouthpiece, whoa, it tipped forward again. It'll probably do it again. And make sure his nose is where his nose goes. And there we've got Batman in his bat suit. So here we've got Bruce Wayne dressed up as Batman. And he really doesn't look as bad or as bulky as some have said. Overall, it's really nice. As you can see, the suit is very, very highly detailed. The only part that really looks off is the cowl and maybe these wrist parts. But other than that, he looks fine. The cape in the back is, of course, fabric, which is always welcome in my opinion. And yeah, let's take a look at articulation. For articulation, his arms do move up and down, in, but not very much, and out. They slightly bend at the elbow. His head can turn left and right fairly easily, but up and down is now hindered, much like the real bat suit. The legs cannot move in and out because they get snapped back through the rubber. He does bend slightly at the knee. So basically, all of that fantastic articulation that was in the original figure is now gone. Which is unfortunate, but I would take aesthetic over articulation for a figure like this any day. Because the aesthetic is pretty much spot on. They did a great job with this. But yeah, of course, like I've said, there are some funky spots. Now, for accessories, Batman does come with a fair amount. He comes with 2 batarangs. As you can see here, these are actually very pointy. So yeah, don't poke yourself with them. You can't put these in his hands, and since these are kind of rubbery, yeah, all you gotta do is just, force them in there. And he'll be able to hold them, just fine. He also comes with his pistol thing, which I lost. Fuck my life. Here we go. He also comes with his pistol, which doesn't easily fit into his hand as the batarangs. This you do have to do some like forcing, and it's all very scary. But here it is, and you can see it's nicely detailed. I kind of don't want to put it in him right now because I just don't want to break him. And he also comes with his gummy explosive shooter, which you can see the Dark Knight, and also this is going to be back in the Dark Knight Rises. And this is actually very nicely detailed. And you can put it in his hands a lot easier than the pistol or the batarang. You just put it up, take his other hand, slide it in right there. Wait, there we go. Now he's holding on to it. You probably wouldn't be able to pose him too much, but he has it, and he's holding on to it, which is win enough for me. And then if you want, you can have him holding it down his side. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Matty Collector Batman figure. Yeah, here are my final thoughts. Overall, I really enjoyed this figure. Granted, it's not one that's meant for playing with. This is one that is clearly meant for displaying. However, if you do want to whip it out and play with it, you're more than welcome to. Because this figure does actually look pretty good in the bat suit, which a lot of people thought he wouldn't. Overall, I do approve of the way he looks in both Christian Bale and Batman mode. And the accessories are just enough for me to be satisfied. The packaging is what you want this figure for, because this figure is meant for displaying. But it does stand up in toy mode. So get it if you can. If you can't, you're not missing anything too special. But for those Batman collectors out there, this is a must-have. So that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the TF Review. And have a great night, everybody. Thanks.